Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor. And today we're going to be looking at that college football game between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. But first off, how you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing great, Dax. Very important game here in the national landscape of college football. One of the better non-conference matchups of Week 3. So I'm excited to talk to you about it.
All right, no doubt, Jeff. Let's start talking about the Razorbacks. Now, they've actually split their first 2 games of the season. But what can you tell us about the team's early going so far?
You know, you really can't really tell much from their first 2 games, Dax, because I'm looking at the schedule and they had a road game against Auburn. Auburn has proven to be probably one of the top 5 teams in the entire college football in terms of the rankings. I think it is a justifiable ranking that they are one of the top 5 teams. And also in that game, the Razorbacks were hanging with the Tigers, but then there was a long suspension of play due to lightning in the area. And I also learned from a contact that was around that game that the Arkansas coaching staff was stuck in an elevator, really couldn't make any adjustments during that time. So really the Tigers had the advantage when that game went on. And then the second week of the season, they take on a Nickel State, an outman club. So right now, yes, you're expecting an improved Arkansas team, 3-9 in Brett Bielema's first year. But really the jury is still out and how much of an improvement the Razorbacks are making.
All right, man, now let's look at the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Now, they've actually been pretty fortunate coming into this week with a 2-0 record. But do you think that they should actually be favored in this matchup against a Southeastern Conference opponent?
That's what everybody needs to determine. And basically, I don't think that's the case, mainly for the fact that Texas Tech hasn't played anybody. They played Central Arkansas at home, and then on the road against UTEP, the Miners just aren't very good. They've been really a drop-off program over the last 5 to 6 years. So, no, I can't say that a Big 12 team should be favored against an SEC team. But like I said, the Razorbacks coming off a 3-9 record a season ago, and also 0-8 in SEC play. So some may make the argument that the Razorbacks aren't exactly a Southeastern Conference team. But when I look at this game, that's one of the things that caught my eye. Is the Red Raiders opened up as 1-point home favorites and have moved to 3. So there are some people in the market that do think the Red Raiders should be favored.
All right, but let's stay looking right now at the Razorbacks. Now, they have Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams, which are pretty much one of the best running back duos in the country. Now, do you think that the Razorbacks could actually use them on a consistent basis against the Red Raiders?
That's exactly what's going to happen, and that's exactly what's going to determine the winning team in this matchup. Because when I was breaking down Texas Tech from a season ago, they really struggled in stopping the run. During their 5-game losing streak to end the regular season, opponents ran the ball an average of 52 times for 283 yards. What did Texas Tech do during the offseason? They signed 4 junior college players to play on that defensive line. But like I said, they haven't played anybody to really test the inexperience. They're going to face one of the better offensive lines in all of college football, an offensive line that averages over 320 pounds. That's bigger than basically 28 NFL teams that started just on Sunday. But when you look at Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams, they have the ability to bring those players in and out and keep them fresh. And also a very important thing to look at in this game, Dax, is always look at the weather. 66-degree game time temperature expected in Lubbock on Saturday. That's a very cool temperature, and I expect that to be in the Razorbacks' favor.
So taking that into account, who are you going to lean to in this game? I mean, are we going to see maybe a spread bet or a total play on this one?
I'm going to go with the Razorbacks getting the full 3 points. I do think that they are going to be a much improved team, despite the fact of what happened in their season opener against Auburn. Like I said, Auburn is just a different animal right now, and they might be even better than they were last year when they lost to Florida State in the national championship game. Brett Bielema, the head coach of Arkansas, is 31-2 straight up in his career against non-conference opponents, and also the Razorbacks 9-2 against the spread in their last 12 against the Big 12. So I'm going to grab the SEC team against the Big 12 and take the points with Arkansas.
All right, good stuff, my man. Thank you once again for all these valuable college football insights, and we'll talk again tomorrow.
Thank you.
And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.